Hey guys, so I'm going to be showing you how to make an easy shirt on Roblox. So first you're going to want to go to getpaint.net/download.html. You could just look up getpaint.net, and then you're going to want to go to the free option, or you get it from Microsoft, but just download this. I'll put the link in the description for you guys. And then once you have it downloaded, you're going to want to open it and hit this plus icon. I already have this open, but hit 585 by 559 because that's the dimension of a Roblox shirt. And now let's look up Roblox template shirt 585 by 559 because you want that exact dimension. And then so this is 314, so that's not what we want. 585, so let's copy this, and we already have it open, so now we can just paste it. So now this is the layers over here. You can open this up right here if it's not already open, then hit the plus, see if it's on top, then it is over, and then if the layer 2 is under, then it's under. So we want it to be under because we're not trying to interrupt this other template stuff. So now we're gonna want to look up blue fabric texture. Obviously you can do any color you want, but we just want that fabric because it makes the shirt like more realistic than just a flat color. Like let's say if we just make it blue, that's just how the shirt's gonna come out, and that's just really basic. We don't want that. We want a little bit of texturing. So let's find one that we like. This one kind of reminds me of denim jeans, so no. This looks nice. It's a little blurry. Let's see. Okay, this is a nice one. So let's put this in. I already copied it. Keep canvas. That's important. See, keep canvas size or expand canvas. You want to keep it so it's the same 585. Now let's size it up. So it's like a good amount of texture. See, it's not. See, that's just bad if it's just like that. And then you don't want it too small because you want to fit it over. You could either fit it over by just the torso, but this is a pretty good texture, so we can just, that's about where we want it, but we want more. See, there's a little darker shading on the side, so just put it like that, honestly. And then, but it just depends on what you use for your texture. So let's put them all, cover up all that transparent part because that's the actual clothing of what we're doing. And then these are the arms down here, left arm and right arm. You can look up the Roblox template and it'll show you like each individual part, which is helpful for specific shirts. I actually look at that from time to time. So we're just putting it and covering all the transparent parts so that there's nothing, no holes or anything. So this is the bottom of the arm. These are the underneath hands. So we're gonna want to cut. See, I took this tool, rectangle select, just drag. And then we're gonna, depending on how short you want the sleeves to be, because we're doing a short sleeve, but probably this is good, or let's say right here, because it's just a short sleeve shirt. So it's already looking pretty good, and this is like a really easy way to make a shirt. So now we're gonna want to take the line tool, but this isn't necessary. I mean, you could just keep it like this if you want, but I just want to add this. So we're gonna colors black. To get that other option, you hit more. Now you can be more specific with it. This is the tool to make it more transparent. So I'm on 2, and then this is to make it more transparent on the ends, or if you just want a straight line, but we want that transparent on the ends. So now we're gonna go across. Again, this is not needed, but you can add it if you like. It just separates, the line separates like the shirt from the person. I put it sometimes when I make a short sleeve and sometimes I don't. Looks like we missed one spot, so sometimes you'll miss little things and you always just want to like zoom in, make sure everything's good. So now that that's there, see, it's not too noticeable, but it's just there. It's kind of nice. And now we're gonna want to cut a neck hole. This is a little bit of a tricky part because I don't know if there's anything to make it perfect, like in the center. So I took this circle tool to cut, but we want to get it in the center to make the neck hole perfect with the head. But sometimes it is a little difficult because there's not an actual tool to center it. I know there's like add-ons I think that you can get to add that for paint.net, but I don't have that because they're a little sketchy. But let's look up circle outline. This is what I used to do a long time ago because now most of my shirts are already ready. Don't want one that's too thick. We want one that's just like this is good. But there's those lines, you see. We're trying to get one that's like transparent, but we could do it ourselves. See that one stick? Let's just take this one. And now we're gonna make a new one. Dimensions don't matter because it's just a straight image. See, it's already transparent for us, so that's perfect. And this is only if you want a collar type of thing. Like you don't need it, just like the arm sleeves, you don't need to have this little outline. But it is kind of like a nice thing to add sometimes, depending on the type of shirt. See, this is probably not perfectly in the middle. There is this tool that you can use if you want to use the ruler tool at the top. Now, just gonna want to make a simple neck hole. It doesn't need to be too big, because characters don't even have necks. But that's probably good for what we want. Like I said, it doesn't need to be too big. It's not really the focus. This one's a little thicker than we want, but it's all right. I'm just gonna move it a little bit. That's probably fine. Doesn't need to be too specific. And now we can take this circle cutting tool like earlier, and we're just gonna also, I forgot to mention, when you're adding lines over the texture, you're gonna want to make a new layer. So add a layer on top before you add the line, or else it's all on one layer. And then when you're cutting, like I just want to cut this line right here, but I can't because I put it under the texture. But it's fine because I don't need to cut it. So just make sure when you're adding a new line, add a new layer so it's just on one layer. Or if you want to have all your lines on the same layer, as long as it's on the same texture. Like this circle is on a different layer than that, so we can cut underneath it by going on that one. And then we're just gonna want to cut a circle. It's either you can cut a circle and do it like this, or you can manually like erase the pixels. See, that would be if you cut it, or you can erase it. Let's go to 10 on the brush size, and then make sure this is straight black. Doesn't need to be black, but just like a straight color, or else it's gonna do it like it was. Now we're just gonna make a circle around, get all that blue out, because this is where the neck's gonna go. You're not really gonna see this top part unless they have headless, then it will show, but not everyone has headless. I don't even have headless. So there's our neck. It looks all right, you know, we're not going too crazy. This is the first shirt we're making. So now it's just a straight blue shirt. You could put a logo over it if you want. I would not recommend using branding anymore, because Roblox is a little like, this is the old Roblox, that's the classic, that's when we used to be able to have copyright stuff. But now it's a little risky, so I would not recommend putting any Nike or anything like that, like the swoosh, because I've actually gotten in trouble for putting that on one of my games before. So just be careful with branding. You really want to put your own branding or nothing, you know. You could just have a blue shirt, it doesn't really matter. You do whatever you want. You could add some lines, just make it your own thing. Like, just whatever you think people will want. Like, this is really easy to do. Just a black line, maybe another black line. We're not gonna do this, but actually we can. See, but I did the same thing. I put it on a different layer, but we're gonna want to put it on its own layer like that. See, just don't make that mistake. It'll save you a lot more time in the future. So we can actually add these black lines and just see how it turns out. I don't know how I feel about it, but just make it more custom. Like, you want people to have like their own custom shirt or anything. Like, it's just like a cooler thing than just a straight blue shirt. Again, it's always your decision and whatever you want to add to your shirt. So now we have this, right? We have these two black lines, and we want to add it to the sleeves, but the arm sleeves cut early because it's a short sleeve. So I wouldn't even recommend putting these lines on it, but like I said, we're just trying to show you how to do some stuff. So you're gonna want to copy this whole arm. This is actually the inner torso, but it's the same size as the arm. So Control C, Control V. So now we have that line right there, and we don't need this one because we don't have the arm that long. And now we're just gonna want to copy this, or not even copy, just drag it across, because it's just straight black, so it's not like you're stretching the color or the image. Drag it across, and just like that. So now you have your lines, It'd probably look nicer. Sorry. It'd probably look nicer on a long sleeve shirt. Definitely, but that's whatever. That's what we're gonna do today. And now we're gonna want to save it. So save as, and you're gonna want to put it under your own clothing file. And let's just name it blue text. Let's just royal blue. That's something nice. Royal blue striped shirt. And save it as a PNG, not a PDN, because a PDN will save. See how it flattened it? A PDN will save all these layers together, but a PNG will flatten it on a one image. That's what you can use to upload it to Roblox. So now we're here. You're gonna want to go to create. It'll load, and they recently just changed this whole thing, so it is a little difficult to understand. But once you get the hang of it, just go down here, upload asset. Gonna want to go to shirt, and then find that file. So go to pictures, clothing. Here it is right here, and then it's already named, and then you could just name it short sleeve for the description, whatever you want. And then now it costs Robux to upload clothing, so it makes it a little bit more difficult for beginners that are trying to make money, because you need money to get into this now, so it's kind of annoying. But I'm gonna upload it, 10 Robux as a shirt, and then it gets uploaded. It's gonna be under avatar, items, classic shirts, and then it's right here. So now you have to wait for it to get accepted by Roblox, as you know. And then once it is, you can go in a game, test it out, and see how it turned out. And I'll show you that in a second. All right, so the shirt has been accepted by Roblox. Now we can either leave the comments on or turn them off, but we'll leave them on, it's fine. Set the price to 5, or I mean, this is your own choice, but 5 is the lowest you can make it, so more people are going to want to buy it because it's super cheap, but you only make 3 Robux back because of this little creator earning. Very unfortunate, because you got to pay 10 Robux and then you only get 3 back per purchase. But that's just how Roblox is. This is the ID for the item number. You could use that if you need it. And then I put it on in the game. Looks pretty good, right? Not too bad. The neck piece ended up turning pretty good. Those lines, not too bad. I actually kind of like it. Obviously, it doesn't match my fedora, but that's not the point. Looks pretty good all around. See, that's the back and the sides. Like here, these are the sides. So right there, the arms and the sleeves. Would probably be cooler if it was a long sleeve, but it's whatever. There's your little lines on the arm. It looks pretty good. I actually like how it turned out, and it's kind of a little realistic. You know, people want more Y2K stuff nowadays, but this is the really basic way on how to get started on how to do this kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm probably gonna make more videos in the future, so maybe subscribe if you guys like the video, and thank you so much.